even if you guys call me delusional or whatever, I think I'm maybe not a 10, let's not go that far, but like definitely an 8.
For you guys that are going overseas and thinking that being an American with a passport is going to get you the hottest, the best chicks in a country, you're going to look like this.
Who is better at self-improvement, men or women?
Women.
Self-improvement, definitely women.
Okay, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
10s across the board.
10,
Oh, period.
So this is a video for some of the guys who think that they're going to get overseas and it's going to be this perfect utopia, this candy shop that's filled with just exotic goods that you can purchase for, you know, pennies on the dollar. And you're going to, guys that think they're going to get off the plane and they're going to be Chris Brown instantly. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to have any opportunity at women. That's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm saying is that there are going to be some guys who think that you're going to get off the plane and it's going to be like magic. And I would say that depending on how you look at it, it can be magic. But what I want to do in this video is I want to enlist Austin Holloman in a video he made not too long ago, because he's had a chance to do some actual traveling and he makes a really good point in this video. So let's take a listen.
So I want to say this. I put up a tweet recently about dudes that think just because they come to these foreign countries that these chicks are going to just drop their drawers just because you're an American, and that's not the case. I've never said that was the case.
Okay, so he has his way of talking, but that's him, that's Austin. I would say that if you're in a situation where, you know, you're around people and they're really coming after you because you're an American, you probably should have a little bit of skepticism. Just have a clear mind about why you think that those young ladies are so interested in you, especially after they hear that you're an American. A healthy dose of skepticism will help you there.
I believe that I'm an 11 out of 10 just because I can.
You know what I did say was, if you work on yourself like I did, and you put in the work to become a better man, physically, financially, personality-wise.
So I think this is an important point, and I think I want guys to understand this, is that you can't just land on the ground and think you're in the candy land and everything's going to be magical again. If you're going to get some ladies, that's a given. You will get some ladies. You may not be able to get all the ladies that you want, but you could probably get more ladies than you would be getting if you're back home where the standards are just, through the roof right now. But if you want to get, a certain type of lady, you're gonna have to compete. So I hope guys are understanding that when they're coming overseas.
Okay, isn't saying you're a 10 admitting there's no room for improvement?
No, not at all.
Isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
You're right.
Yeah, we were perfect. We just said
We
we
said
were
we're 10s.
And you put in the work to become a better man, physically, financially, personality-wise. You're going to get a more realistic and a more bang for your buck when you go outside of the United States.
And that's what I think is the important part for guys to understand. When we're talking about the passport bro things, it's not necessarily that you can get, someone or not get someone, or you could just step overseas and get the woman of your dreams or whatever. You have a better opportunity to find someone to match with. Now, you might have to do the work in terms of learning a language, getting in shape, finding the right circles, but what we're really doing here is we're playing a numbers game. And the numbers game just say that if you get into an environment where you might be in more demand, you're gonna have better outcomes. Let him finish this off.
Somebody commented, "Oh, y'all making it sound like it's not worth going overseas anymore." If you thought that, "Oh, I'm gonna just tell a chick I'm an American and I'm gonna get you're not a celebrity, dude. So if you feel that way, yeah, don't go overseas because that's not gonna work. But if you work on yourself, you're going to get 10 times more out of somebody overseas and a lot more appreciation than you would have got in your home state."
Now that's facts. Now, what he's talking about here is basically that if you go overseas and you maximize your situation, you're going to put yourself in a better situation to get the best mate possible. And if there's a principle to Passport Bros that's more of a bedrock principle than this one, I don't know if there is one. The point of relocating, if you're in fact relocating specifically to find a mate, is that you're basically trying to put yourself in a situation where you can increase the odds in your favor. And once you can get better odds in your favor and you have a better leveraging position, then you'll be in a situation where you go overseas and you get your money right. You start making 50 to 60,000, and then you learn the language or you become a part of the culture, and you can say, okay, now that I've established myself as a certain kind of person, now I want to look for someone that's going to be at my level or above, as opposed to the first person that says, oh gosh, you're an American, you have muscles, or you're exotic, I want you. You might get it right, but you can still get that wrong if you don't put in the work to vet, as well as, get yourself right and give yourself the best leveraging position. Because if you get your leveraging position correct, who knows what kind of possibilities there'll be for you. Get your money right, do your frame and your exercising, whatever it is, learn the language, whatever it is that's going to make you the best you possible, and then go into a foreign dating market. And you're talking about leverage that is nothing like what you would see in the American dating market. And that is what the Passport Bro movement is really about. Put yourself in this position where you have the best hand possible, in a place where you have the most options possible. Then you're talking about dominating the game. Remember that when you go overseas. Being an American, just showing up is not enough. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, guys.